Good morning and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Bellingham. My name is Andrea and I have the good fortune to be the minister here at this center. Every Sunday I've been offering a gratitude and I was thinking, what would I offer today? And I thought, I rarely say this, but I feel it every single Sunday. I have such gratitude for you, my friend. Wherever you are, whether I know you or not, I know that you are interested in spiritual things like I am, and that the spiritual path is unfolding for you as it is for me, and that's a wonderful thing. So I'm grateful for your interest and your presence. And right now, why don't we go to another spiritual seeker, our music director, Amber Darlin.
Well, good morning, everybody. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Sing with me, let's sing it out. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming, we can help shape what's ahead. With kindness as our currency, the commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little on, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Listen up now, people, keep your ear to the ground. We are a river flowing, generosity abounds. So give a little on, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Sing with me. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. One more time. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ah, yes, I believe in the power of love and kindness, that's right, and this wonderful spiritual community that we have here in Bellingham and now far beyond. If you're out there on social media, take a minute to say hello to some of your friends out there. Let's sing My Soul is Welcome Here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Clap, clap. Are you clapping? I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 Well, thanks for singing and clapping along. I know you're out there somewhere. And moving on now to our invocational prayer today, we have Dr. Andrea Aebedo.
So join me in this invocation. I take the time now to center myself in the one life and the one love that is present within all things and within me and you. And I allow it to open my heart and mind as I listen to the message today about choosing, choice making, and what it entails. I use this time that I've set aside to listen to this talk to find the ways forward for me on the spiritual path. And I'm grateful to be participating in community with so many like-minded others. And so it is.
Still waters, oh my soul. Still these waters, so I may know. Still waters, let me be pure reflection of love, healing peace. Still waters, quiet my mind. Still these waters, so I may find. Still waters, reminding me I am love, I am light, healing peace. Still waters, oh my soul. Still these waters, so I may know. Still waters, let me be pure reflection of love, healing peace. Still waters, quiet my mind. Still these waters, so I may find. Still waters, reminding me I am love, I am light, healing peace. I am love, I am light, healing peace. Well, I thought I would do a song. It's been a long time. And this is a song called Make Something New. And it's all about choices, really. We have the choice to make anything we want in any moment. So I hope you enjoy, and I know this will support Andrea's talk today. round we go. Oh, so ordinary, bored and complacent, tired of the baggage we've been carrying, dreaming of another world. Spend all our time wishing our life could be different than the one that we're living. Over and over, we're doing the same thing. Predictable illusions of safety to change our ways. We gotta change our minds. Our thought creates reality. We seek and we find. So draw another map, pick up the pace. Maybe slow it down, you know it's never been a race at all. Let's leave the mundane, be more than getting through. Gotta be different to make something new. You be brave and I'll be daring. You be impractical and let's stop caring what they think or what they say. When we step out of line, we'll be making waves and doing just fine. Draw another map, pick up the pace, or maybe slow it down, you know it's never been a race at all. Let's leave the mundane, be more than getting through. Gotta be different to make something new. Yeah, draw another map, pick up the pace, maybe slow it down, you know it's never been a race at all. Let's leave the mundane, be more than getting through. Gotta be different to make something new. Yeah, draw another map, pick up the pace, maybe slow it down, you know it's never been a race at all. Let's leave the mundane, be more than getting through. Gotta be different to make something new. Yeah, different to make something new. Gotta be different to make something new.
Thank you, Amber. Really appreciate it. And it does completely relate to what I'm talking about today, everybody. This is the last in the series called Gravity and Grace. And the talk today is about being a choice maker. And I'm using as a quote one from Deepak Chopra. He says, "You and I are essentially infinite choice makers. In every moment of our existence, we are in that field of all possibilities where we have access to an infinity of choices." And of course, this is how we view who we are as sacred humans, is that we've been gifted with this amazing participation in an unlimited source that moves through us as we make choices and turns those choices into reality. And I want to talk about that more, but I want to start by talking about what gets in our way a bit from our choices coming into reality, or making choices that are more illumined. And the reason I want to talk about that is I had two experiences this week. They were very different, and yet they highlighted for me some stuff that maybe you've had to deal with. One of them is something happened with a young friend of mine. My young friend made the choice to vape at school. And of course, because he made that choice, there were consequences, as there are with all of our choices, right? And so my young friend had the opportunity to talk to some wonderful police officers in the principal's office and to be suspended for 4 days. And I was really reminded about how directly the consequences of our life occur sometimes, and how powerful it is, the choices that we make. In working with this young friend's parents, who obviously did not like the choice that their wonderful son had made, I was really thinking about, well, what do you do when someone you love is making choices that really are difficult to watch and also have consequences for you? And so there's that. And I also had this week an experience of getting very, very, very upset. So upset that I couldn't sleep. And maybe you've had that happen. And what upset me was the apparent cruelty of someone to someone that I love. And the someone that I love is in a very difficult situation and didn't need one other thing to be added on to what was already a very, very difficult situation. And the cruel person, I'll call the person the cruel person, had threatened my friend and threatened to intervene and all kinds of stuff. And I got really upset and was all about, like going over there and saying what's what and do. And, unfortunately I learned all this right before bedtime. And so I was going to have to wait. But it turned out that was a fortunate thing, even though I didn't sleep much that night, because a dear friend of mine, Bob McGilchrist, who was one of the founders of this center, also heard about what had occurred and was able to practice what I couldn't, which was he was able to take the situation and tell everyone involved, including me, to slow down, to just slow down and to bring an open mind and a compassionate heart to the situation. And so Bob went in and he was able to affect change in a way that was positive for everyone involved. How did he do that? Well, first of all, he didn't label the person the cruel person. That probably helped. And he also didn't take sides particularly, but instead saw the whole of the situation and was willing to try to work toward understanding and loving kindness with the people involved, which normally I would think I would be able to do, but I wasn't able to in that situation until later. So these two situations were examples of choice making. My young friend making a choice that turned into some pretty difficult consequences, not only for him, but his family. And my choice to step out of the spiritual knowing I have in general, in defense of this friend who probably didn't need me to be in defense of her, and to get very upset by all that. And then my choice to kind of go, oh, wait a minute, I know something better. I'm being instructed again on how to encounter a situation like this. And instead of making someone wrong and someone right, to actually hold the whole thing with love and compassion. It was just such a highlight for me about the power of contracted states when we're choice making. And that's the point that I wanted to bring here is, we all really, just as Chopra said, we are in a field of infinite possibilities that are available to us all the time. And we are the ones that make the choices that allow those possibilities to turn into an outer reality that we can experience. What gets in our way sometimes is contracted states of fear, anger, and other states that cause us to close down and close up our hearts and minds. It's kind of like the old analogy that often is used in our circles is you've got the flow of spirit flowing through a cosmic hose, and contracted states are like stepping on the hose and limiting the flow of spirit and its ability to keep moving through us and in us and around us to generate a reality of our choice. So I'm curious about the hose stepping, if you will, and ways to take my foot off. And of course, Bob illustrated one very potent way that we can, in situations that are highly activating, take our foot off the hose of cosmic spirit and allow it to flow more freely. And what did he model? He modeled not making anyone other, but instead to view the whole situation as an opportunity for expression and growth and unfoldment, and to move with that awareness to seek to reconcile and bring forward kindness and compassion in the whole situation. That's really not that hard, actually. It's just hard to remember. Once we're remembering that, there are so many ways we can bring ourselves to every situation and allow the flow to occur to us. So that kind of led me down the rabbit hole of, okay, well then why do we forget? Because it's very painful to be upset like that, to not sleep. It's very painful for those parents to have their child making decisions that affect the whole family and potentially affect this young friend of mine's life going forward. So what do we do? How can we remember and not forget how to move out of contracted states into expanded states? And I was asking Joe, he's reading a book by William Martin. He's one of our favorite Taoists, and he's written a number of books. This particular one is called A Path and a Practice. And he's using the Tao as a way to look at our reactions and our abilities in life. So this one is called Not Trying to Fix. When confrontation arises, we face it without aggression. When someone opposes us, we do not give in to anger. We view no one as a competitor because we do not seek our own way. We know our strengths and we know our weaknesses. We use them each for benefit. We are not trying to fix ourselves or others, so we move naturally and easily along the path. So part of what was being modeled to me by Bob was letting go of aggression, the aggression of defense and feeling like I needed to protect my friend. Natural feelings. There's nothing wrong with those feelings, but where they led me was to make choices that then turn the situation into an us and them. And for spiritual folk like me and you, part of the journey on the spiritual path is beginning to understand that there are no us's and them's, that we are one, and that we all have our own individual ways of expressing life, and we can prefer and hang with people that are more in common with our own way of living in the world without making anyone wrong. So part of remembering how to do that, part of my coaching to the parents of my young friend was to begin to view the situation with the spirit of inquiry rather than judgment. What does that mean? Well, inquiry is really the willingness to be curious and to open to whatever the situation is and to ask ourselves, and if we're working with other people, ask others questions that would allow for understanding and opening to solutions that might not be available when we step on the hose and start to get contracted. And so inquiry is actually one of the ways that we can open to difficulty and ask questions like, what would be the ideal outcome for you in a situation like that, like this, that we're in? What is your big picture for your life, young friend of mine? And how do the choices that you're making now influence or impact your big picture of what your life is that you want it to be as you grow older? Questions that arise naturally, but from an undefended, open, non-contractive state are the spirit of inquiry when we're working in difficult situations. And of course, while those are outer experiences that I had this week that I wanted to tell you about to illustrate a point, really what I want is for you to understand and for me to understand the power that we have in our own lives to be in difficult situations and stay open so that the power of choice is fully available to us. And what I mean is this, that in contracted states, we tend to have certain go-to habitual responses and habitual perceptions, like the ones of making people other, or becoming angry or upset, or feeling like, habitual feelings of betrayal, or things are not going the way they should be, or things like that. So we contract, and what's available, accessible to us, are things that we've already thought and we've already perceived and we've already done. You may have noticed that often those old habitual ways really don't allow us to have new experience or new expression. And so when we're working with difficulty, it's a great time on the spiritual path to be thinking, I might stray into habitual ways of perceiving reality if I'm not careful in this situation. I may actually bring forward things that I've worked diligently to release and let go of as responses to other people or situations. And so rather than allow myself to do that, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to give myself a pause. That's one of the things that I learned this week with my young friend and with Bob is pause. Don't react, but instead take a moment, breathe, maybe take a long moment, maybe hours if need be, to breathe and relax and open back up when we feel ourselves contracting. Why is that important? Habitual perceptions and habitual ways of responding don't have the room to operate when we have de-escalated our own heart and mind and given ourselves time to remember how we want to be, to choose how we want to be in the situation. So it's critical to give ourselves that time and not just react. Secondly, once we've relaxed, we begin to take our foot off the hose and open to possibilities that the situation, as difficult as it may be, might be offering to us or through us. And as we have the house room now, because we've expanded our ability to listen to the things that we've learned and to open to the cosmic wisdom that's flowing through us all the time, things can arise that our habitual way would never even contemplate or consider, because those habitual ways are from a more limited consciousness. So we open to a larger idea. And as we open to that, what begins to happen is we trust that way of being with difficult situations more than how we used to do things. We begin to build faith and trust in the grace of openness. And I'm serious about this. It takes a long time on the spiritual path to actually trust that being open and vulnerable and allowing the flow of wisdom is actually more effective than our old ways of reacting and habituated perceptions. It takes a long time. And so to practice that whenever difficulty arises is a very powerful spiritual practice and will allow us to kind of build trust in something larger, something greater than our personality self knows. So I have a friend who's been in recovery for over 40 years and works the 12-step program in her life. And one of the things she often says is, well, God's in charge. God's in charge. And, I'm not always comfortable with the word God because it means so many different things to so many people. So I have to translate in my mind, and I say things like, what she's saying is that she has let herself trust a greater idea unfolding through her. And she has realized that her personality self doesn't contain all the answers that might be necessary in any given situation. So the reason I bring that to you is that that practice of putting our faith in something larger and actually naming it, whatever name you're comfortable with. I'm not in charge, meaning my personality self is not in charge. I'm letting something greater flow through me that I'm connected to. That way of living, and then healing the knee-jerk reactiveness that so many of us have, are potent practices that open the infinite possibilities that have always been available. They open us to receive them in ways that we can't even imagine. It's an unlimited flow. And so I wanted to talk to my young friend, and I didn't want to do it in person. I wanted to write something down, to actually write a letter. And I ended up writing a letter that's very much like this talk, with the spirit of inquiry, saying, I wonder, my friend, what your idea of your life unfolding is. I'm wondering how you want to feel and how you want your life to feel moving forward. What are the things that you thoroughly love and delight in now in this part of your life? And what is it that you're hoping for your life as you grow older? Because, just like me, the choices you make along the way impact your ability to move forward in the direction you're hoping for. And right now you're standing at a crossroads where choices have been made that are not going to impact your larger picture unless you continue to go forward in that direction. And I'm wondering, as you stand at that crossroads, if you can hear and allow your life to speak to you so that you can open to the incredible possibility of what you can create. So the letter hasn't been sent yet. It'll go out on Tuesday. And I don't know if it'll have any impact on my friend or not. But I know what it did for me is it reminded me of what I can do, which is to remain open, to know the larger picture of what I want my life to be, and then to remember that the choices I'm making moment by moment allow that possibility to come into form. And that part of choosing is letting myself move out of contracted states of fear, anxiety, depression, anger, and open to clarity, flexibility, the ability to visualize and envision how I want things to unfold and be. So why don't I do a prayer for that, for all of us? And I'll say it in the first person, but of course, if it's something that will help you, just say yes. So here and now, I enter into the infinite field of all possibilities that each of us swims within. The gift of possibility is being offered all the time, every day, in so many ways. And so as I remember that anything and everything has been offered in the field of possibility to me, I allow myself to take that in, to drink that in, to feel the incredible gift of being a choice maker. And I know that I choose wisely. I choose from the highest, most expanded state of consciousness that I know, more and more with each passing day. And I let go of the tendencies to contract in fear or doubt or anxiety or anger. I let that go, knowing that those old ways were there at a time when I didn't know any better, but that I do know better now. And I choose instead expansion, openness, flexibility, and living from a deep trust that there is a wisdom moving in me and in my life that carries with it solutions that I haven't even dreamed yet, that flow in my mind and in my heart as I encounter my world. directing me in the path of my deep choices, creating the life of my dreams out in front of me. As I know this, I feel such gratitude for not only the possibilities before me and within me, but my willingness to choose wisely, to live more and more in expansion rather than contraction. I am assisted in this by an intelligence that knows no limit in me and has no limit at all. And so I release this word, allowing it to work in me and opening me more and more fully to the possibilities of an amazing expression daily. And so it is. Good. All right, well, let me tell you a little bit about what's happening here at the center in case you want to be involved. One of the things that's happening is I'm teaching a class starting Tuesday. It's a 5-week class, and it's based on the book, The 15 Commitments to Conscious Leadership. And we have a wonderful group of students who are already signed on, but I wanted to make sure you knew about it because Tuesday is our first class. And it goes from 6 to 8 p.m. For 5 Tuesdays in a row, and it is being offered via Zoom. So that means that if you would like to be a part of it, you need to do a couple things. One, you need to register at the office. So the email is info@csl-bellingham.org, and get yourself on the student list, the roster. You need to find a book, and the books are available locally as well as at Amazon and other booksellers. And you need to read the first 3 chapters if you have time. If you don't, you'll be able to catch up. The chapters are easy, they're small, but they're really packed full of wonderful information about how to consciously lead your life. So it's not just about being a leader, it's about consciously leading yourself as well and living from a place of creativity and expansion. So you're invited to come to that class if you would like. Starts Tuesday. We also have a couple of spots open at our women's retreat. We have 2 different retreats happening. The first one is full. The second one is August 13th through the 15th. And if you would like to attend, we need to hear from you by June 1st. And we'll give you some information if you contact the office so that you can make that decision wisely. Next Sunday is our first Sunday Zoom discussion of the spiritual talk. That's being given at the 10:30 service. So if you listen to next week's talk, you can join this Zoom discussion at noon, and it's being led by one of our spiritual mind practitioners and our board members. And we'd love to have you jump on board and talk with like-minded others about spiritual principles and ideas that you've gathered that you might be wanting to apply to your personal life. So feel free to join that next Sunday. I wanted to let you know a couple things. Our office is closed tomorrow in honor of Memorial Day, and our men's group is not meeting in June, so taking a month off. So they'll be back, and watch for announcements about that. Right now, I'd like to take you to Amber Darlin to take us out on a very happy note with some music, and to thank you for your donations to our center. We deeply appreciate everything that you give, from time and talent to money. And so thank you. Over to Amber.
Thank you, Andrea, and thank you everyone for being here today and for your contributions if you are so inclined. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. This healing, this healing, this healing love. This healing, this healing, this healing love for peace. Thank you for this peace, Spirit. Thank you for this peace. Thank you for this peace, Spirit. Thank you for this peace. This healing, this healing, this healing peace. This healing, this healing, this healing peace. you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. So thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. We're so thankful for each and every one of you, and come back soon. We'll see you again.